everybody, welcome back to my channel, Susan Diamond Paints. Today's Monday, July 13th. We are on the second row of the Countryside Christmas by Dreamers Designs. So, last week, I'm going to say the last time I diamond painted besides yesterday was the Sunday before, because last week there was no diamond painting to be had because life apparently likes to get in the way and you have real life things going on. So this week's vlog video is going to be a short one because, like I said, yesterday was the first day I was able to diamond paint since the Sunday before, and I worked on this one to do some videos for TikTok. So what you'll see in a time lapse in this video is the two squares before this one, so it'll be the bottom part or the part here underneath of on the first row. And then looking at it yesterday, with knowing I didn't have any week time to diamond paint, I really didn't feel like kitting up the next Christmas one because I was thinking, you know, what was I thinking to think that I was going to do 4 Christmas ones in the month of July. That's not going to work. So we are just going to work on this one in the month of July and then sporadically work on different things. Last Sunday I started on the pressed and placed diamond painting, so I may do a video of that this week to put with that spoiler. If you watch the spoiler video, you'll see what the diamond paintings are that I got for the July subscription box. Or I may not record it all and just put a post review of the first one that I did, which is the small one. That's the one I'm working on. So I may do that as a post review. So far, no complaints with it. I will say that the glue is slick. But you know that the diamonds go down like they're supposed to, so no complaints, not a lot of trash, so it's all good. It looks, you know, crazy sparkly for a square, so I think it's a square, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so nothing was done, but I will tell you about my week. Let's see, because Monday it was putting a cabinet together with my father-in-law for him to use in their house, and that took all night Monday night. We stopped about midnight because I needed to go to bed, and then I would say rolling around on the floor, but you know, pretty much on my knees on the floor. I wear like workout pants to work, just for some cooler pants besides blue jeans, and I got not really carpet burn because our floor is hard as a floor, but I had a quilt underneath. But I think not carpet burn, but fabric burn from my pants that I was wearing on both of my knees. So I'm still dealing with that because we are now in the it itches like crazy stage. So I've been trying to put lotion on it to keep it at least some kind of moisturized so it's not as dry and bothering me to death. So that's what I did Monday. Tuesday we needed to go grocery shopping just to get some snacks and things. So that entailed of going to a store that he was going to return something, which they said they weren't going to take it back because it had been open. So it was that frustration. And then going to Walmart where people are crazy trying to get our snack stuff, because I can get cereal cheaper at Walmart than I can anywhere else. So that's what we did Tuesday. Wednesday, I can't remember what we did other than maybe I stayed inside because the weather was bad, because we've been having like crazy thunderstorms and it rained all day today, so that's what else, you know, we've been dealing with. And then Thursday, let's see, Thursday I had my chiropractor appointment, and then rolling around on the floor on Monday put my body out of whack, so I had to be putting time out. No, I wasn't in timeout on Thursday. My husband went in timeout on Thursday. No, I did. I was in timeout on Thursday from rolling around the floor. Friday night was my post checkup. So Friday we went back to the chiropractor, and my husband had gotten a massage on Thursday, and that messed his back up along with him having to lift the cabinet package on Monday. So he didn't realize that's what he did until we thought about it later. It wasn't just the massage, it was, him lifting a box he shouldn't have been lifting. So he was out Friday, not so much as out, but they put him on I said, while he was there, just get an ice pack and be put in timeout. So they did that, and they worked his lower back over again Friday. So, and then he's been sore all weekend. He had his checkup today. So he said that, everything was fine. He was just, sore. So I told him, I said, just keep putting the ice on it so that, you can try to rest in those back muscles. So he did that a little bit today. So then, let's see, Saturday was spent at my parents' house. They have moved to independent living. So that's where they are right now. So they're in the process of selling our house, so we're having to clean stuff out. Most stuff is going to be sold through an auction estate type sale, but we have to, get rid of personal item things. So that's what we did Saturday. Still got to do that this weekend. So Sunday I was like, I am going to do some diamond painting because this is my stress reliever, and I tell you, that was a rough week. So yeah, I really needed it yesterday. So like I said, I finished a square on here and then did another one just so I'd have videos for TikTok tonight and Tuesday. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna work on a square tonight so I can have it for at least the YouTube, so I can try to be doing this, once a week thing to get myself back in the algorithm as far as YouTube's concerned, so my videos get out there again. So that's what I'm obviously trying to do. So yeah, so that's kind of what my week was last week. And books, I'm still reading some hockey romances. Finished two. Finished two? Yeah, I just finished one last night, and then I started this other series that I saw on Book Talk that, I don't know how many books. She said it was like 12 books or something in the series, and I think they're all on Kindle Unlimited. So I looked at one, I was like, yeah, I want to start that. So I started that last night, along with, let's see, Saturday night we played video games with our friend across the pond who's like, it's been hot over in England. He said his house was like 105 degrees Celsius, 105 degrees Fahrenheit. His bedroom is the only room that has the air conditioning as a window unit. So that's kind of like where everybody is. His roommate and their dog, I guess. But so we did that Saturday night. And then Sunday, like I said, came out here and diamond painted. Forgot what I was going to tell you, where my thought was going. I don't know. I guess about reading. I know why, because I started that book last night while we had a major thunderstorm coming through. It was really bad lightning and really, thunder. So we turned everything off. We didn't want to have anything on because it was like, cloud to ground lightning, the strikey hit the earth kind. It was that kind of lightning. So it's like, well, let's just wait this out before we watch TV or anything. And then we didn't really have anything scary to watch, so I was like, hey, let's watch Project Hail Mary, because it's on Prime. So we started it. We haven't finished it yet. We won't finish it tonight because our friend across the pond, friend in England, is going to be on tonight, so we'll game tonight. But we started it last night, and I told my friend from work, because she recommended me to actually listen to the audiobook. So I listened to the audiobook so I kind of know, what the book's about and all that jazz. And I told her, see, I kind of got tickled last night. I said, because we're sitting there watching it, and I'm telling him, about how good the movie is. And I kind of had to give him background because, if you haven't seen it, there's a lot of science involved in it, but it's important. So you got to kind of pay attention to all the science part of it in the beginning. So I was kind of explaining to him, what the movie was about and who the character is and all that jazz. So he gets to a part in the movie that's sad, and He looks at me, he says, you told me this was a good movie and this is not sad. You didn't say anything about it being sad. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh my goodness, if you get sad about this, you went in for a ride, because the rest of it's going to be really sad. So we got about an hour left in it. So I was like, yeah, we ain't even got to the sad parts yet. So he's not going to be a happy camper with me. But, you know, to me, they did such a fabulous job, you know, with that movie. And it's very close. They did a really good job. It's very close to the book. Yeah, they changed some things, but that's based on, you know, your time constraints. So, but I think it's a great movie. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And if you want to read it, read it. It's Andy Weir. He wrote The Martian. That's what that movie, you know, is based off of, The Martian. So, you know, go and read it, because, you know, he writes some really fabulous, you know, stuff. So, yeah, Project Hail Mary. It's a keeper. So we've got to finish watching that. So I guess we'll do that tomorrow night, hopefully. And then this weekend I gotta do the same thing again. Gotta go down to my parents' house. So I guess whatever diamond paint I get done this week, hopefully I'll get some done. It's also my Summer Friday week, so I have to work an hour either early or over. So today it was 30 minutes early, 30 minutes over, because I didn't get up till way past the time I was supposed to get up, and got out here at 7:30. So like, I guess that will work, because there tomorrow hopefully will be a major lock box, and I'll have time to stay over to work on it, and then work out here a little bit and do some recording, hopefully. So yeah, that's so. And I worked on a small diamond painting today. A mini one from I got from Forever Young. It's the mixed drink one. So I worked on that today, just to stay on touch on that, to add that to my list of 26 for 26, to see how well I can get myself done with that. And a lot of people have made videos about they've completed the challenge. So, you know, the challenge is to work on 26 whips for the year 2026. You don't have to finish them, you just at least have to put drills on them for them to count as a current work in progress. And a lot of people on TikTok already said, oh yeah, I've already completed the challenge of 26 for 26. I'm thinking, yep, y'all go right ahead. I'll do mine as I go, and we'll see what happens by the end of the year, if I have 26 started or not. I would like to actually finish some, because I told y'all it makes my brain hurt knowing that I got all these freaking diamond storage containers. They're everywhere. I mean, I got a lot of the little small 28 ones that you use for the little small or the 30 by 40 snack size diamond paintings. I got a lot of those that I need to work on and finish. And then, like I said, I need to pick up at least one of the customs back up and work on it. And I probably need to do the one that I haven't done, the one that's the stadium one. That's the one I need to pick up and work on. Alright, I think that's all the G's that I can see. I love this blue color, and I thought about just like going all the way across for each square for where the blue is, because then right in here's the white, that would be the snow. And I'm like, no, I'll get bored with that, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to work it all the way down as a row, but this is sideways, so I need to take a picture sometime to have it so you can see what the progress is, at least on the picture, what the first row looks like of where it is on the picture. But yeah, it's been good to work on for a round Dreamers Design. Like I said, I've been working on the custom from Dreamers Design, so at least I know how that is as far as custom's concerned, or the painting is concerned, but hadn't worked on a true Dreamers Design designed by them, by the company type pictures. That's what this is. So yeah, and I want to go back and of course finish Iron Man. I want to get that one done. So who knows what you'll see, but that's what the, you'll see some kind of Christmas, I guess, since that's what I'm working for July. So, that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really need to tell you, because I can't really think of anything. I'll just be rambling now for the rest of the time. It takes me about an hour, because of the confetti. I'm trying to think, thinking, what did I pick up? Did I pick up number 7? I'm sitting here doing number 7. Is that the one? Yeah. Sorry, I had to look in my little container. But, yeah, it's about working on it, so. But that's my plan, to actually get something done this week, because I want. Anyway, like I said, it takes me about an hour. And once again, I forgot to start the timer. I got my phone right over here to start it, to do it, and I didn't do it again for this one. I am very bad on that. I do have my videos still, so I know how long it took me yesterday to work on it. Like I said, it takes me about an hour, so I'll know that I can do an hour for yesterday and whatever this takes me when I get done filming it. I'll know how long, because I don't know how long the video is, and that's what I have to put down for my work in progress time spent working on this one. So I'm trying to do better, I guess you could say. I'm sucking at it though. It's like all these great videos that you see, and all these people do all the things, and I sit there and think, oh yeah, I want to do all them things too. And then when I sit down, I'm like, no, I don't feel like that, doing that. And that's kind of where I was, because I was just like, I needed that stress reliever, because work wasn't stressful this week, but it's my sit down time to myself, and either sit here and brain dump with you when I'm talking to you, or it's sitting here watching Crime Weekly on YouTube. That's what I did yesterday. I watched, I think, the 3rd part of the Harmony series they're doing right now. So yeah, so that's all the crazy. And then the news for the state of South Carolina was Sunday. Lindsey Graham, the senator, passed away from a sudden illness. So I think we're kind of like still shocked, still reeling over that. I'm sure, of course, his family is too, but it's just one of those things that you see on the TV all the time. And because he was a senator of the state and Trump supporter, and it's just, you know, he's a Republican, but I think it's just one of the things that he passed late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Not really sure what time, but it's just the news that you have on a Sunday that, you know, he passed away, and he was like in his 71, so he's, you know, no spring chicken, but, you know, not you know, terribly old either. Like my parents are older than he is, you know, kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of where the state is with that, and of course the crazy weather with the rain. We're in a drought, so we need the rain, but the thunderstorms that have come with it. Even Saturday, it came up a thunderstorm at my parents' house. My parents have a generator on the house, but in the building that we were in, the generator's not hooked up to the building, so we were dealing with things with flashlights, trying to figure stuff out. So yeah, my parents left, I think, before it got totally bad. I think they left after the power went out though, because like I said, the generator kicked in, so the generator was on. And then I went over there yesterday to pick up trash, and the power was restored, so the generator wasn't on anymore. So, and that's how bad the thunder and lightning was yesterday. I told my husband, I said, hey, we lose power, we're going down to Mom and Dad's house, because they'll have a generator, and we'll at least be able to sleep with an air-conditioned room or air-conditioned house, because we've already played that game with the hurricane 2 years ago. Although we do have windows now where we have storm windows on it, but where we can actually raise the window up and have air circulate through the house if we need to. We didn't have that during the hurricane because we didn't have those type of windows. So, but at least right now, if we needed to, we could go down there with the generator and have power and TV, and may not have internet, but you'd at least have air conditioned So, yeah, so it's been crazy, crazy weather, so. And then it's been brutal hot here too. Like I said, I talked last week about people across the United States and their temperature charts that they're doing this year. People that have some dark color bottles. I think it's just everybody's dealing with this crazy heat wave. It's like my boss is in Michigan. He said it was like supposed to get up in the hundreds today. There were 90s, but with the heat index, you know, it would feel like 100, whatever. And I think that's pretty insane, for especially where heat's located. So everybody's dealing with it. Like for today, it wasn't that bad. The rain kept the the highs in the 70s today, which is a relief from what it's been. I gotta figure out where I put my water. Hold, please. There we go. So, yeah. It's just, I don't know. Crazy, crazy. Here's the plastic paper. I'm folding it, and I got a clip on it to hold it. So hopefully it doesn't, it's just gonna roll on itself. Hopefully it won't fall down and cover up my square area I'm working on here. Never fails. Get out here and start talking, and I guess that's your body's way of saying you don't talk enough. I don't talk, and the only time I'm talking at work is if I'm talking to my friend. And we have a meeting like the first thing in the morning, I'm talking then. The rest of the time I'm just listening to either audiobook or radio or watching something, or listening to something on YouTube or what have you. That's what I do when I'm working. So today was, I hadn't watched this in a while. It was some watching, some listening. And that's the Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup. It's the second season, so I haven't even watched. I think I watched some of it, singing it like on YouTube. Just videos and stuff, but now I'm just actually sitting here and watching it and torturing myself because, you know, I have my own thoughts about her and her situation she put herself in and how she handled things and how she's obviously handling things now. And I'm sure, like, at least from what I can tell, she's already had the baby, so I don't even know how that is right now, because right now she's still pregnant from what I'm watching on season 2 on Hulu. And, you know, just, I have to be in the right mindset for her. So I was in an okay mindset today to listen. I think I got like to episode 3 or 4. But yeah, all that drama, I was like, good Lord, woman. I know it's like some of she doesn't create, just it's created based on who she is and what happened. It's just like, don't instigate so much, you know, just, you do not need to give the benefit, or people the benefit of the doubt, or you don't need to, you need to give the tea. You don't have to spill the tea, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to spill the tea to everybody that's involved. It's going to be negative with it anyway. I mean, everybody's going to have their thoughts and feelings about, you know, what happened, what she did, and whether or not, you know, time was served or what have you. You know, everybody's got their own opinion on it. I'm not going to get into all that because I'm just not. But I got my own opinion about it. But I was okay in the mindset today to actually, excuse me, listen to a little bit of it. But tomorrow I might. And then I can, but then after that I was like, no, I gotta listen to music. So y'all know me, I like to listen to my music. So I was listening to the Game of Thrones playlist that I created for myself that has all the music from all the seasons. And that's what I was listening to because I like to have that little orchestrated pieces, so I can actually multitask and do what I gotta do. So y'all know me, I love my music. That's what I like to listen to. So I get on, you know, little what's the word? I'm trying to think what's the word here. I get stuck, I guess you could say. I get stuck on listening to the same pieces over and over and over again. So, yeah, Game of Thrones is one of them. I just really like listening to it. And what I really need to do, is get back to listening to the audiobook. What I want to do, although people don't suggest you do this during your first read, but what I want to do is just read each character based on the chapters that they have. But they said don't do it that way because you need to follow along what's going on in the book, because different characters go through different things during different same time, I guess, timeline part, and you might miss things, but it would be okay for you to go back and listen to it that way. But I think maybe I want to do the reverse and actually listen to the characters based on their chapters and then go back and listen to it all at one time. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, because that's another one, a book that I really have to be ready and in the mood for, ready to go with, because George R. R. Martin hadn't finished it. So it's like you're going to be like everybody else. You can be stuck. But everybody talks about how good the books are. So, it's kind of like, well, do I want to be stuck or not? So, but right now, with the one that I'm reading, I think, like I said, it's a 12-book series. Universe, I don't know. It's like a metaverse is what she called it. So, like a 12-book metaverse. So, it's like books that take in the same universe. Kind of like, Sarah J. Maas's ACOTAR and Throne of Glass and the Crescent City. I haven't finished that one yet either, so I don't know. I think I'm on the second one of the Crescent City series. I've got a lot I need to listen to. So yeah, so that's kind of where I am, and when I get congested like that, my nose runs. So yeah, so that's what I feel like saying, Didn't get a lot done this week to give you a good weekly vlog. I don't have anything to give you because I didn't diamond paint any, so you're only going to get a 1-day diamond painting session, whip and chat. It's going to be a short one. But I'll try to put, what I wanted, like I said, I wanted to put the time-lapse ones in here so you at least have those. The two squares at least. That what I finished Sunday. Ooh, a little lightheaded there. What's going on there? Because I done ate. Oopsie. Fell down. Get on there. Okay, let's see, let me get up here to the top because I'm holding the paper. And I have I've used it today. The portable, rechargeable diamond painting pen, but I really need to use it on rounds. I'm using it on squares, so I don't know how it really works on rounds yet, and I need to use it on here to figure out if I really just absolutely hate it, because I like this pen. I mean, I enjoy this vacuum pen. I work really well. It has the brass tip, so I'll bend the tip sometimes, and I've done that with the E-pen, so I had to change the tip out, and the plastic tip part out. I had to change it out because I'd bent the other one, so I'm still kind of pressing a little too hard, and that's what happens with this portable one I have, because I can't really move the diamonds around like I want to for a square. So yeah, like you're trying to get it in the right place and you need to put it there. And I've also discovered I really need to have a well-lit area to use it, to have it work like I need it to. Can't stand these freaking covers, but I don't want to put on my Forever Young frame, canvas frames on it, because then I'm stuck to either doing the canvas this whole entire time and not be able to change it out like I do on Sundays, because I want to work on something different, just give my brain some leeway. Let's see if I can push that together. Yeah, something a little colorful, more colorful than these blues and whites, because this is snow and this is Christmas and this is what happens, you know. But yeah, so that's why I don't do that anymore. I don't put a frame all the way across it, because I'm work as I go with it. Usually it is, I try to do more than one square a day, but like I said, square a day, an hour, because it's sometimes so much confetti or a lot of colors in a square. I don't do too well doing more than one. Saturdays is my day to actually do more than that, and I'm not gonna have those Saturdays right now to do that. So I think that's all the 7s. Okay. Yep. All right, so I think that's all I can at least chit-chat with you. That's all that happened to me this week. Not a lot going on. Let's see here. What color do I want next? The dash. Let's see. There it is right there. And these blues are pretty. Oops. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, you did okay on the dashes. Let's see here. Alright. So, yeah, that's all that I have for you. So, I'm going to stop the whipping part, or the chatty chat part. I'm going to finish the square up though, so you'll see this time lapsed for the rest. You'll see the other two. And then hopefully I will have more for you coming on this week, because like I said, this is Monday. The video will be dropping Wednesday, 12 midnight, so I got to work on the video part, editing part tomorrow. So I won't have any more videos this week for you. And then I'll record to have hopefully videos for you next week, and more than what we just did, but we'll see. Alright, thank y'all again for watching. Y'all have a great one, and I'll talk to you again soon.